Alright, we're live. Today is 9/26/2024, so September 26th, it's Thursday, and today is soon gonna end. Yeah, in fact, actually, let's do that right now. Let's open it up on my phone. If you're watching the recording right now, comment 3 Z's, like, you know, like the sleeping thing. Let's just get straight into it. The camera looks a bit... Yeah, let's do that. Okay, yeah, hair looks a bit damp. It's because I showered earlier. Let's go straight into it, though. Today's gonna be Rocket League. I know that's a scribble thumbnail, but that's because that'll be the other thing. Because I can't do a whole stream where I'm doing scribble.io. And I'm going to do 1v1s just because I'm not good enough at the game anymore where it'd even be entertaining to watch me play a 2v2. And also talk to children. Ugh. Because I'm so bad that every teammate that I get is going to be a child. That's how low my level is on Rocket League. So, yeah, that's kind of lame. I've recently seen something. I saw a YouTube video or something like that. Come on now. Where people are botting random... Wait, why is my sound not on? This happened last time. Why is my sound not on? I need to restart this computer, I think, because it's totally messed up. I should have restarted this computer. Cause look, it doesn't even let me click on the volume button. I mean, what is even going on here? Let's test if that works. Of course, it's at the fucking quiet part. Okay, that's working. Sorry if I sound a bit what's the word? Groggy. I don't know where you are currently, but where I am is kind of hurricane-y. In fact, in Florida, and that's not where I am. I'm not in Florida. But, well, because if I was, I'd be underwater right now because they have a Category 4 hurricane. So just for reference, this isn't like a Gulf. How the higher the number, the bigger it is. No, the smaller the number, the bigger I probably just confuse people by saying that. So let me stop being retarded and actually just say, the bigger the number in hurricane categories, the worse it is. So, and I think it's on a scale of like, the hurricane scale is on a scale of like, probably 5. Hurricane category scales. 1 to 5, yeah, so a 4 is really fucking bad. And in Florida, there's gonna be like, the water level is gonna reach like 2 stories in terms of like an American building. Let's just go straight into it. And I don't live even near Florida, but I am on the east coast of the US. So whatever happens, we usually get like the tail end of it. And yeah, it's been raining this whole week, and I'm someone who has barometric pressure, which means that when it rains, I have like this aching feeling in my head. Oh, this lag is horrendous. Look at this lag. Okay, the lag's better now. Why is the game so loud? do not need it to be that loud. Much better. Ugh. Whenever I have a headache, it's easy for me to be like overwhelmed by sensory shit. It's like if it's too loud or too bright, like it can trigger a migraine. Which oh fuck. Ay ay ay. Ah, fuck's sake. This guy is shit. I can tell he's shit because he has those wheels that are like free and default. I don't know what those wheels, I think they're called Chopper actually. I don't know why, but every new account gets them for free for some reason. I know that because when I got Rocket League on my Nintendo Switch, they gave me those wheels. Not that, like, someone using free shit automatically means they're bad, it just means that they're new. Because there's other free shit you can get that you can get later on. What am I even saying? I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm low energy right now. I just... Oh my god, dude. You know, it'd be really great if I didn't have to fucking do everything. Like, it'd be really great if I didn't have to do literally everything in terms of video production. Like, that'd be great. I know that there's a lot of fucking YouTube people who do that, who do everything, who do the editing, who do the, you know, the fucking everything. The narration, the writing, the research. And to be honest, I'm okay with all those except the editing. Dude, like, editing, legit editing. Because, you know, like, with all due respect, if someone's just sort of talking to a camera, there's really not much to edit other than the long pauses that you might take. But if you're making like a production where, oh fuck, like videos like mine, they may not seem like much, but you have to make every visual from scratch if you don't want the viewer's attention to be not catered to. Because theoretically, I could just have my whole video be still images, but that's not good for... that's not gonna be... You might as well upload nothing, because those video, it's not gonna get views, pretty much. Which means no money, okay? So, it is something that I'm arbitrarily holding myself a standard to, but it's essentially a requirement to edit the way that I am. Which I haven't even begun the process of yet, because I haven't finished writing. Part of the issue is when you do everything is that you don't feel motivated to complete things, because you never feel like it's ever going to be fucking complete. I know that sounds like it doesn't make sense, but if you've ever... The people who wouldn't understand it are only people who have never done video production before. If you have done video production before in any way for an extended period of time, you know, holy shit, oh yeah, I know what he's talking about, and that sucks. Because there's no one who enjoys the process of researching, writing, and editing all within the span of a week. It is just tragic in every way. Like, some people have a hard time editing. Imagine doing everything else. The narration, the research, the writing, any other additional editing that you might have missed. Sometimes you have to re-record narration because you said something incorrectly, or... And again, theoretically, I could just look over those and be like, you know what, fuck it. I said something wrong, so it doesn't matter. But it is arbitrary standards that I hold for my own self. But I just... really just wish that I had some help. I don't need help with the research. I actually, to a certain extent, enjoy researching. Sometimes it can get a bit draining, but ultimately I do enjoy, like, just in my spare time, I just enjoy learning about geopolitics and read about it a lot. So that's not really the hard part. It really is just doing all that shit with the combination of editing. If I didn't have to edit, my life would be, oh my god, so much easier. So much easier. Because then I'd feel like the drive to actually bloody, you know, finish. Like, it sounds, ultimately it is first world problems, you know, because, like, it's nothing. But damn it, I'm still allowed to fucking complain about shit, you know? Like, if you've ever done video production before and you were, like, the one-man production, like, you did everything, like, you really wouldn't get it unless you've done it before. It's really as simple as that. So that's my little rant about, like, literally I just want to, my main goal at this time is just like, okay, just fucking grind. It's way easier said than done, because it's so easy to have burnout when you're doing the shit that I'm doing. I know my videos may not seem like much, but they must be something because they get views. I'm not talking about these live streams, by the way. I'm talking about my main channel shit. Like, not all of them get views. Clearly, the people only want to watch the blank of each continent series. So, and I don't even think there's really anyone who's thinking that those videos are easy to do. Genuinely, I don't actually think there is. Because if they were easy to do, why is no one else doing them? How come I'm the only one doing those videos? It's because it's not brainless content. And I don't want to be mean and, like, be like, oh, fuck. I don't want to be mean and be like, oh, some shit that, you know, people are producing are, like, brainless, but there's just some videos that are just like, now I use them as references, so I'm, like, not hating, but I'm just saying that there's less, what would be the word? There's less creative effort and creative energy that's being used when you're just relaying information of, like, oh, the history of Poland summarized. Like, there are some good videos like that out there that are like the history of Poland summarized, or, you know, something like that, or the summarized history of Poland, or a quick history on Poland, or some shit like that. And I'm not saying those don't take effort, but, like, at the end of the day, you are just relaying information that's widely well known, and you're just condensing it, which isn't easy, but there's no creative energy being put into that. You're just kind of relaying information. And of course, likely those people are editing, and I see why people make that content, because it is, oh my god, my life would be so much easier if I made shit like that. The history of, you know, whatever summarized. But the reason why those channels do well is because they have a high editing production, and that's where they really get their pull. Because if you know enough about history, then you don't really need to watch a 10-minute video on the summarized history of Poland. Like, most people already know about the history of Poland, roughly speaking. They might get some random tidbits here and there, but for the most part, it's pretty well known. And it's going to be pretty sparse if it's like a 10-minute video, or sometimes even like an 8-minute video. But they have good visual production, so they get away with their sparse details, and that's okay. Sometimes people just need a quick brain. What's the word? Sometimes people just need a quick run through or rundown on Poland's history. Maybe like someone's thinking about Poland's like, well, let me just get a quick, you know what I mean? Or maybe just, I don't know. Or maybe someone wants an introduction, and they're like, oh, I don't actually know much about Poland, so that's their introduction video. It's like a 10-minute history on Poland summarized, or some shit like that. But the thing with my videos is that you don't, like, there is no article, that you can look up, or there's no book that, is like, oh, the Poland of each continent. No, this is something that I'm doing. Like, no one else is doing this shit. I'm sure there's similarities, and it is not uncommon for people to say, oh, this is like this of this place. Like you hear people compare the United States to the Roman Empire. It's a very common thing to compare other things, in history with other things, just because it's just how our brains work. Particularly history buffs. History buffs like to notice patterns. So, fuck. So like, it's not uncommon, but like there isn't like some standardized source that I can use other than my own self. I can base it, the Poland of, the Americas, off of information that's already out there, but ultimately I'm the one who's creating, like, I'm the one who's, making it happen, It sounds entitled, but legitimately, like, no one's doing the shit I'm doing. Like, it's why that it's why that I don't know if I can do Rocket League, because I really just can't be arsed with this shit. I really cannot be arsed. Because I just need to let off some steam about this. But oh God, I hope to God one day I can get an editor, because I just don't know how much longer I can remain sane doing editing. And I haven't even began the editing process, but I can just already feel the dread of all the other videos that I've had to edit. Okay, I actually can't do this. I'm so done that I really don't give a shit about this right now. I honestly do not. Fuck it. It wasn't just because I was losing, by the way. But you can call that a rage quit for, kicks and giggles. But what I was saying was, like, no one's doing the shit I'm doing. Like, legit though. It sounds entitled, and to a certain extent it is, but I almost feel like I deserve. It's not entitled to give yourself credit, Like, of course I've taken inspiration from other, like, things, but this is a series no one else is doing. No one else is doing the whatever of each continent. It's not a thing. If you look up of each continent, well, let's actually see what does pop up. Continent. See, like, they're just talking about the 7 continents. Worst national team of each continent. So there's soccer related content or football. Best duo in each continent. I mean, what do you... Actually, someone made like a really low effort, and I haven't really gotten on their case because there's no way they're making money from it, so I don't care. But someone made a really low effort, like, thing on my video. Like, they used my shit. Hold on. It was for the Serbia one. Like, look at this. Yeah, look. I didn't make this. Some Guido just took my information. And it's whatever. Because they do, provide me as the source. Which is crazy. Like, this is just weird to see. Because I'm not even a big channel. The fact that he's, like, using me as a reference is, like, crazy. In a way, I'm honored. Or not honored. I'm flattered. It's not even like... It's my third most popular video. And it's this one. It's based off this one. And someone... Oh my god, I thought I had ad blocker on. Here we go. So yeah, it's this one. And some Guido just... Oh, see, here's the dumb thing. Is that it's like... Look at how annoying they are, by the way. They purposely make it so that's off-center on the screen so that when you scroll down... I'm not hitting any other button except scrolling down. And it scrolls you down to the next thing. To just continue the brain rot process. Look at all these fucking shit, man. This is such useless content. Best duo in each continent. I mean, what is the purpose of this? There's no analyzation. It's just completely... There's no facts provided. There's no anything. It's just like my least favorite country in each continent. I mean, what? How much you want to bet people think that my series is based off of this shite? If anything, they're based off fucking me. There's literally one that's like... So whatever, at least they provided me, they gave me credit. So I'm not that mad. And I'm actually really not mad at all, but... It's just like what content is that for? Like, what's even the context here? Actually, what are even the comments on this thing? What did people say? I'm sub now. Nice. I'm half Russian, half Armenian. Please explanation for every country except Armenia. Yeah, see, like people want explanation. Let's see what he says. You have on channel kidDoonski video survey of each country, which is really you know what? Actually, he's giving me free promotion. I'm less annoyed. I'm significantly less annoyed. Let's make a video on Serbian history, for example. So it is clear that people want similar how also Bolivia is in North America. What? Who said it was? America was included as one continent in the video. How Papua New Guinea can be similar to Serbia? Brew. Russia is more similar to Serbia than Armenia. I wouldn't say so. Source? Me. Here's my source. My source is this. My source is this douchebag, whoever he is. I haven't read the comments for this video in a long time. I forgot that people hated the fact that I said that Serbia was behind the Iron Curtain, which it was, though. It was. In fact, they didn't even read this. Just because to show people... To be fair, I mean, it showed for what, like 5 seconds? Let's see. 1, 2... Oh, 2 seconds. So I guess I don't blame them. But also, I mean, I put the key right there. I think I made this map, actually. I hand-made it. I didn't make the borders, though. Like, I looked up a World War era map. But I made that key. A fucking brilliant title is just taking over the whole screen. So that's just... Why doesn't the title go away, by the way, when you pause the video on YouTube? That's just fucking annoying. So I guess I'll screenshot it. Fuck's sake, man. YouTube, they do all these changes to UI and they still haven't fixed that. Okay. Let's see what I actually... Yeah, look at this key. I made this key, by the way. You can tell because it's in Constantia. Or I think it is. No, that actually might be Times New Roman. But, well, either way. I mean, look at this. So, I put Eastern Bloc, asterisk, in accordance to Winston Churchill on his Iron Curtain speech in 1946. That's where the term Iron Curtain was coined. Oh, and also pre-Tito-Stalin split, which I think a lot of people mentioned, I think. Right? I don't fucking know. A pretty witty, snappy, snazzy, medically grounded. What a weird way to write that. What did I reply? Eloquently put, my friend. That was a really nerdy way that I responded to that. Whatever. Thanks for doing my idea. Now I'm looking for the North Korea of each continent. Look at this fucking guy. He thinks I made the video because of him. I made the video because of the Discord fucking vote. He's a Go Anime channel. Alright. Serving logo editor 805. What's his most popular one? Holy shit. I thought this was his subscribers. That was his subscribers. How does he have so much... Is that him? What am I looking at? Wait, you can literally see the, you can literally see, that's not my pause button. He hit that pause button himself. Look at this. Look, I'm not hitting that. Look how shit this video is. You can literally see his, like, iPad input and also Bandicam. This was made in 2020. Disclaimer, logo editing videos are made just for fun and entertainment purposes. How is this logo editing? Oh my god. What is this? What the fuck is this? How is this have 13 million views? What? His whole shit's like this? Oh my god. 13 million views. Fuck, man. God. I know that I'm probably just being jealous right now, but fucking hell, man. Look at these fucking views. On literal, like, shite. This is shit. Like, what? Look at that. Look at all the fucking watermarks on this, by the way. It's, what even is that? I've been seeing that logo for, like, so long now. And look, he just has, like, these are just pre-rendered effects that every, like, editing software has. Or what the... This is horrible. I need to stop wasting my energy on being mad at this. Of course he makes fucking Go Anime videos. Fuck's it. He uploads like pretty much every week. Look at, and they get like thousands. Oh my god, man. He's probably making like legitimately and not so insignificant amount of money. I can say from personal experience that he's making way more money than I am. To be fair, I don't post very consistently, but if I were, well, it's tough to say. Look at this shit, man. What the fuck is this? I mean, this is like AI generated content before AI. How old it? Welcome, first video. Does he have fans? Like, who is watching this? He makes YouTube poops. Let's see how good these YouTube poops are. I am someone who would consider myself a YouTube poop connoisseur. And it's the shittiest thing you've ever seen. He literally is doing an MS Paint. Look at this. Look, I mean, what kind of edit is that? What kind of edit is that? No. I'm probably making him mad. No one watches these live streams anyway, so it doesn't matter. YouTube's a weird fucking place, man. I'm really annoyed that this one didn't do well. 747 video. Like, I really thought this was gonna be a timely video, cause these if I posted it earlier, I feel like it would have done better. Because there was a point in time where every YouTube channel was doing videos like that. I'm sorry if you were expecting to have me play video games today, but to be honest, lads, I can't be arsed. I can't be arsed. Today's not the day where I'm just gonna be doing video games. I might do Scribble.io later, but fuck off. Like, honestly, I'm just not in the mood. How, like... So... of each content. Like, what is... But all this to say is that, like, no one is making the shit I'm doing. And it's clear that, you know, it's the only stuff that people want to watch, because no one watched this. No one really watched this. They want this. So I'm going to make more of this, because cool. Yay. And to be fair, no one watched my old shit either, except this one. But, like, there really isn't... There's no one doing the shit I'm doing, so, like... one of my biggest fears is, like, trying to... Like, I don't ever want to sound, like, really entitled or cocky. I don't know if it's just because I have a low self-esteem or something, but I don't want to sound cocky, or, like... Because, even though my words may not portray it in that way, I am actually, like, a pretty grounded person. I personally would say so, but I feel like anyone who says that they are like a grounded person, or, you know, what's the word? You know what I mean, though, like level-headed. I feel like most people who say that aren't most of the time. So you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. In fact, actually, I'm a mentally deranged, unhinged freak with a messed up sense of humor. The sense of humor part, though, is true. On each continent. Highest mountains of each continent meet the world now. That's kind of similar. Oh no. Is this a Despacito remix? Oh my, it's just text walls. Like, look at that. This isn't even, like, info, though. Like... Why watch a video with no analytical aspect of it? Like, legitimately. Why watch a video with no analytical aspect? Unless the quality of content is so high. Like, what's that Canadian thing? Is it Kings and Dungeons or something? Kings and Generals, that's probably what it is. Let's unplug. Yeah. So... I've never really been too impressed with their content, just because, like, if you are into history like I am, then most of the stuff that they talk about is pretty well known. They're more history centered, I guess, so maybe not so much, because I mean, I'm not like a military expert, and I don't claim to be.
As far back as we have.
So, to be honest, I think this is more like for, like, military nerds. There's different sects, and I want to say sects and not sex, all right? Because whenever I say that, someone says, sex? What the fuck are you talking about? No, sects. S-E-C-T-S. There's different sects of history sort of nerds out there, or just sort of history info, you know, whatever. And there's definitely, like, a military nerds are very, like, to be honest, the best word I could describe it is autistically interested in, like, military, like, history. Like, they honestly really don't even care about the anthropological aspect of it, which is probably where I sort of align myself as. they don't really seem to care about this sort of cultural stuff. They really honestly just care about like, so his fleet, his like, oh dude, I knew so many kids in my school who like obsessed, like autistically obsessed over like the American Civil War. I was raised in like a Civil War town. I'm not gonna say which, because that's like, it's a small town, so it wouldn't be too hard to find like personal details about me if you were to look hard enough, so I'm not gonna say it. But like, I knew so many kids who were so like autistically involved and like interest, and I'm not like hating on it. I'm just saying that like, just because from an outside perspective, me and that person would be interested in the same things, but it's really not the case, because I just care more about the sort of anthropological, like cultural, geopolitical aspect of things. That's the best words I could describe. To be honest, I really don't. I mean, I'm definitely not talking about military, though. I mean, I briefly mentioned military, I think, over here with the pause. But that was such a brief mention. Like, I'm really not talking about... Like, I talked about... Like, here's one that I'd say is probably, you know, like, telling of where I sort of am interested in terms of, like... I actually intended on making this video be like half an hour long, because what I was gonna do is I was gonna create like a whole ass thing. Hold on. With this video, with the video of the east and west of each continent, I literally had this thing set up on Canva, but I figured it would be bad content, and I also wasn't at a size where people gave a shit about my opinion, so I didn't do it. But it says the east and west divide of each continent. Not of each continent, of each era. So, oh my god, these fucking ads. So yeah, you can see that I'm talking about the sort of east and west divide of each continent. And my sort of... So as you can see here... Oh yeah, that's right. It's gonna have this fucking shit, man. Why does YouTube do that? Why can't you get rid of this shit? Because look, you mean like, oh, it's because you're holding the cursor in the place. Really? Look, I'll take it off screen just so I can show you. It doesn't get rid of that shit. It's fucking annoying. But, I wanted to pretty much make a modern version of that. So I kind of did that with this right here. So that, oh, fuck. So I reveal the north and south like that. So I wanted to do a whole video. So like, it's just I know that E looks shit. I'll fix it. So what I was planning on doing with that video was, oh fuck. No, wait, wrong tool. Oh man, I'm so like disoriented right now. Look at that. But you get the idea. I was planning on like doing a whole thing where I was gonna put like flags on it and make a whole compass, but I kind of realized that that wasn't good content. And if it was just too different from what I was doing. Because I was literally going to like put a whole bunch of... I was planning on putting like the whole G20 and a handful of other countries on like this sort of cultural geopolitical compass. I was probably going to put like, you know... I was probably going to put France here. You know, the UK probably would have ended up somewhere around here. I would have done... like Russia here. I would have put someone like South Africa here. like right in the middle. I honestly think they were like a perfect middle ground. And I'd probably put India sort of here, teetering towards the global south. In fact, I might actually put them in the global south. It's weird because like because of the caste system, there's like, you know, like just there's like extreme levels of poverty, and there's also extreme levels of wealth in India. So like it's kind of weird. They cancel each other out. So they pretty much end up on this line, even though there's certain aspects of India that are like all the way over here, and then there's some aspects of India that are like all the way down here. But it depends on sort of what aspect of India you're talking about. And I was just gonna do that, you know. I probably would have put Argentina like right here. And it would have been my opinion, so I have Russia really, honestly, actually. They're more Western than a lot of people are trying to put them out as. I'd probably say like North Korea would be the most. Well, actually North Korea would probably be here. So And it's sort of like the political compass, but it's sort of my own thing. I like using my own systems of measuring things because if you use other people's measurings, then like their definition of something might be different from yours. Like I know some people who might put, they might put Russia, I mean, if you're really harsh, you'd probably put Russia like there or something, I guess. Some people would put, I don't know, it would be hard to argue against. Like South Africa at different points in its time has been here, 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 here in like different ways. So I feel like it all cancels each other out and they end up in the middle. The same gotta go for, and if actually more so with India. India's definitely been this, 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 and this. Argentina has also definitely had definitely. They could have been that, this, this, this. Pretty much every South American country has actually gone through a process of going from every extreme. And if you aren't aware what these are, there's pretty much like global north, global south, sort of like in the economical sense, sort of maybe influence too. And then you have the sort of cultural, diplomatic, foreign policy type thing. So I guess the U.S. would likely be here. Again, it depends on what you mean, because you also have to separate the citizens from, like, the federal government. And I'd say the media. The U.S. federal government is this right here. But, like, the sort of media sense of the United States would probably be more like here. Like underneath France. Kind of like right there. That would be the sort of media of U.S. And then the federal government, that's kind of like that. And then depending on what state you're in, you could go from all the way over here. So I'd argue this is maybe we're like well, it's weird because California can like sometimes look like this or this. They would definitely be on the global north though. Global south, I mean, you would have somewhere like, so it's not a perfect system, but it's just a system that, I don't know what I'm saying, but I just can't be arsed to be doing video games right now, so this is what you get. And I was gonna have like a 30-minute segment on putting every country, how it lands itself there, and why I put it there. So that's why it kind of ends abruptly. If you have seen this video, you'll be like, why does it kind of just end abruptly right there? So it's just like, and those are the...
An established identity. This is where most of the Latin American countries would now be placed. And that's all the 6 chapters.
And that's all the 6 chapters. And I actually recorded audio for like, you know, it probably ended up being like an hour long of unedited audio. But then I condensed it down to 30 minutes. And then I scrapped it because I was just like, nah, I don't like it. And I think I ended up deleting it because it was taking up a lot of space because it was like 30 minutes long. And there was like a whole bunch of visual aspects that I did. But I got rid of it. Because I was just like, would people care about this? Because this is like, someone's watching me make an arbitrary... But I guess that's what maybe I regret... I don't fucking know. I need like a second opinion. Because I usually think that my stuff is shit. So like... I don't know. I just wish I had someone who had the same interest in me and as me who could help me out with this shit because, you know, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. No one watched this one. Big shame. No one really watched this one. This one almost has 1,000 views. No one watched this one, which is also kind of shitty because I was really hoping people would like that. This was my first video to crack like 100 views. So this one didn't get 100 views. This one didn't get 100. This one got like 50 views when I first posted it. This one got like probably like 80 views. This one was the first video to crack 100 views if I remember correctly. This one didn't do too well and still doesn't do well. This one doesn't do well because no one gives a shit. This was the first video that I had get 1,000 views. I just realized I was messing with the mic there, so it was probably making noises the whole time. This one, and then, yeah, this, who gives a fuck? I'm so, like, exhausted right now. I haven't been getting good sleep. The weather's been horrible. Like, I have barometric pressure. I was talking about that earlier. That means this. So... I know I didn't spell it right. I'm not good at spelling. Fuck you, not now. Dude, I'm so sick of Google asking me that fucking question. How do I just prevent that entirely? So... Wait, it's barometric pressure headache. See, here we go. I'm sick of these AI reviews. Alright. I guess it is pretty good, though. It's just taking shit from the first result. But let's just do the actual result first. Barometric pressure of the weight of the air falls when the weather is humid and rises when it's dry. When the barometric pressure changes, it can create pressure between the sinuses, resulting in chemical imbalance and headache. A shift in the weather can worsen an existing headache or migraine. So, the best way I can describe it is, it's just, you know when you go, like, if you've ever been at a YWCA pool, and you go to the deep end and you go underwater, and it sort of hurts if you go, like, really deep, if you're not, like, used to swimming. I know that it hurt me, but I've heard some people say, it doesn't fucking hurt at all. But I think they're just trying to say that to either bother me or they're just, some people who just never admit anything negative about themselves, like, ever. Even when it, like, has, like, everyone knows they're lying. Like, it's pretty well known that if you go too deep and you're not, like, used to it in a pool, then it usually hurts. YWCA pool, deep area. 8 feet or deeper. No, I mean like super deep. I've seen really deep ends of a YWCA. The one in mine was really deep for some reason. Either way, it was really... Wow, this Y has like a lazy river. I mean, this Y is cool as fuck. What the hell? It's like a playground here. That's sick. I wish my Y was like that. Damn. How deep is a YWCA pool? $12 feet? How big is 12 feet? I can't. Whatever. It's deep. It's deep enough. What? It doesn't fucking matter. Either way. So. But either way, what I'm just trying to say is, if you go too deep in the water, it can sometimes hurt. Like if you go deep. Pain when going under deep water. Sinus pain and rupture, it's not that severe when it's like a Y pool, because it's never going to be like that bad, all right? It somewhat hurts. It's pretty much like it just, you know what I mean? This happens to your ear when you dive into a pool. Let's see what this shows. Oh my god, these ads.
Hey guys, today we want to talk
So
about...
this is the pool. This is what the pool looked like in my place.
why your ears hurt when you swim to the bottom of the
Like,
pool.
so there was a shallow zone in the pool, and then there was a drop off area.
And in deep water.
And when you went into deep water, like when you go underwater in this part, you're fine. But when you go into the drop off zone, whew.
We're also gonna talk about...
And look, this guy's doing face first. He's not even like descending like a pencil where like your feet touch the ground. I could pretty much get away with having my feet touch the ground, although it was hard for me to do because I was super light. And I didn't have much muscle mass, so it was hard for me to make my body that heavy. But I could do it without that much pain. But when I did face first like
Stop
this
your
lad...
ears from hurting, so you can enjoy the
Oh
swim
my
and go
God.
as deep as you want. If you look at your ear, it's a channel, and in the end of that channel there's a
Let's-
pinch.
yeah, let's
The more pressure it will be on
Is he gonna show the damn thing?
the ear. And the air channel will
Let's show the
like
damn
this
thing.
as,
All right.
as a water bottle.
Yeah,
When
see,
you're
look
on
at...
the top and the bottle is closed, you go down and the bottle gets squeezed together.
Yeah, look at that. Look how the bottle... He's holding it, so it makes it look like he's doing that. But he's not. He's holding... And it's getting squished by the pressure. So, sure... Is he
You can
going to
see
drink
here,
it?
When we are going up, the air automatically comes out of the bottle because it's the pressure is releasing, and it can't be more air than it's room for inside the bottle.
That's a really clean pool, by the way. Where the fuck is this?
Blow air into the bottle to make it go normal again.
I don't know what the hell. Oh, he's probably not drinking from it. He's probably putting water in it, air in it. He's probably like blowing it like a balloon. Like that. Okay, but you get the idea. So it squeezes you the deeper you go in water because that's how pressure works. And that's how all that to say is that's how barometric pressure feels. Is that when you go super deep in a pool, that's what it feels like. But I've met people who claim, although again, I met people who, they're the type of people who are serial liars, who like lie about everything just for the sake of what? Like they just like, they're the same type of people who, there was this one time where I missed like a week of school because I was super sick. And when I finally came back the next week, like this was actually in high school, so this is way too late in your life to be lying like that. He was a couple grades below me. I think he was like a freshman, maybe a sophomore, but I was a senior, and I missed like a week of school. And when I returned back, the teacher said, "Hey, how's it? How have you been, Doonski? Like, you finally came back." You know, it's just like, yeah, I was really sick for that week. I got the flu. And then this one kid, just like out of nowhere, he just turns around. He turns around at me. Everyone was like having, banter about me missing. Like, so, you've been playing hooky? That was the type of kid that I was. No one really took my stuff seriously. And I didn't care. I wasn't upset. So, like, it was like, playing hooky, Doonski? And then, I was like, no, I was actually sick for, like, the whole week. And I'm still not feeling great either, but definitely better than I used to be. And then this kid turns around out of nowhere, totally unprompted. And he's just like, hold on, actually, let me do it like this. And he was in front of me. He sat in front of me. And he was just like, I've never been sick. I swear to God. He did this too, but my eyes are probably being hidden by my hair. He turned around like this. He did this. I've never been sick. That's literally what he did. I swear to God. I was just like, what do you mean you've never been sick? You've never been sick. Your immune system hasn't... Like, that's just stupid, by the way. Because when you're sick, that's actually your body reacting the way it should be. When you get the flu, the reason why you have a fever is because your body is working hard. Your white blood cells are working hard against those viruses, those germs. So it seems like the fever is actually part of the illness, but actually you getting a fever is your body fighting those illnesses, those viruses. So you getting a fever is actually a good thing in a weird way. It doesn't feel good, but like it's a good sign that you have a fever. So what is this kid trying to say? Is he trying to say this immune system doesn't work properly? If you've never been sick, you have no immune system, like at all. Like, what a fucking idiot. Absolute fucking idiot. And I know everyone knew he was lying, but it's just, I hate that there's people out there who they just tell lies, like, all the time. Like, for nothing. What's there to gain about lying about not being sick? But yeah, that same type of kid, it wasn't the same kid, but I've known there's just people like that who just lie for what? Just, they don't want to admit that negative things have happened to them. Like, they're so stupid they don't even know that that's a good sign that you get a fever. You fucking idiot. Holy shit, man. So stupid. Like, what is it? Who does that? As if that's like even in your control too. By the way, you think I wanted to get sick? Like, you think I chose to get sick? You think I like getting the flu? He literally went, I've never been sick. That kid was clearly mentally ill. Or at the very least, a total narcissist. I don't even know what the fuck. But, like, yeah, either way. But if you're a normal person who doesn't lie about everything, then you know that if you've ever been in a really deep part of a pool, or maybe you've went scuba diving or snorkeling or something, I'm not rich enough to be able to afford those things. I've only ever been in an indoor pool like this before. This is a way better pool than the other one, though, because this is super clean looking. Whenever you went underwater in my pool, holy shit, there was like shit flying everywhere. It's probably why we stopped. Me and my friends after a while had to stop going because it was just too dirty. But all that to say is that's what barometric pressure feels like without being underwater. It feels like that. So the pressure points are like right here and right here. Although personally for me, mine have always been here. The pressure points right here where my fingers are is always the worst. The cheeks, not so much. I don't actually have that bad of cheek pressure most of the time. Although there are some days where I'll just catch myself just sitting like this. I'll literally just be sitting, minding my own business. Maybe I'm watching a documentary or something, and I'm literally watching it like this. But most of the time, in fact, it kind of feels good right now because the weather is bad. it made me be like, well, wait a second. How come it feels good to push it in if you're saying that when it feels pressure? And it's just like, well, that's just kind of how weird things are. It's kind of like how, I know I shouldn't be doing this or this. Kind of like how when your eye's irritating you, so you keep itching it and it makes it worse. It's kind of like that. Like, you shouldn't be doing it, but you keep doing it just because for some reason your body tells you that it feels better when you do it, even though it literally doesn't. It always makes it worse. Shit like that. And it does sometimes trigger a migraine, which, if you don't know what a migraine is, like, or if you've never, actually most people I think know what a migraine is, but if you've never experienced a migraine, God, it is so shit. You literally experience tunnel vision. Like the Kodak Black song. Look at this. I've literally experienced that. My headaches have gotten so bad. It doesn't look like that. It's never looked like that for me. It was never black. It was fuzzy. It was fuzzy like this. Retinal migraine. Migraine headache. Yeah. I've never seen it be black. This is just a photograph. Granted, this is also just a picture that's been edited, but like, it's not like that. It's kind of actually, if you're walking, it looks like this. Like, it's so fine. It's actually fucking up my eyes just looking at that. It's never looked like that. It's like reverse tunnel vision. It's in the middle. Like, what? It's kind of looked... I don't know what the rainbow shit is. That's not... But to be honest, though, whenever I have a migraine headache, I'm never outside in the sun. I'm usually in a dark corner of my room, just in pain. Like, on the verge of tears. Like, migraines legit hurt so bad. It hurts to... It's... You can't sleep, because you're just like, oh, just get rest. No. You can't sleep with that pain. So pretty much everything... Head pain is one of the worst shit ever. Like, as much as, like, the stomach bug hurts, I would rather take a stomach bug over, like, a migraine any day. Because at least, like, as long as you eat sparsely and you take small sips of water, you can actually get by with a stomach bug pretty okay. As long as you eat, like, soda crackers, you should be fine. And like Gatorade, for some reason, is always like given to sick people. And for some reason, the doctors always said drink blue Gatorade, or a Gatorade that has a distinctive color, so that when you throw up, they know that you're just throwing up the Gatorade and not the mucus or whatever. It sounds gross. I hope you're not eating right now. Yeah, for colonoscopy. Although this is a different thing, but it's the same. What the fuck is this? Why is there Haribo gummies? This isn't. It's the same idea though. That it's the same idea where they actually want you to have the distinctive colored ones so that they can be like, oh well, that fluid's from the Gatorade, I'm getting a bit grossed out now, but it would be like for hangover. Let's just do for stomach bug, because that was the one that was always given to me. Like, Gatorade can help rehydrating, electrolytes lost due to vomiting and diarrhea caused by the stomach bug. Yeah, but why did they specifically say the blue one? One of them told me that, like, it was because, if, like, you ever vomit out something blue, then we'll know that, you were just vomiting out the Gatorade there. And not whatever. I don't fucking know. This is probably really gross. If you don't know any of this shit, you are so lucky. So many hours of my life I've spent in a doctor's office. I get sick so often, dude. barometric pressure sucks because your immune system is so fatigued because pretty much every time it rains I feel like shit, which can trigger a migraine. And something that happens when you get a migraine is that again, that vision because when you're just sitting there, it just looks fuzzy, like your shit looks fuzzy. But when you move, everything's like fucked. So like it makes you like motion sick. So like that's why I can't go on roller coasters with dangling feet. Like, you know those roller coasters with dangle feet, like the Great Bear at Hershey Park. Oh man, when I rode this, I don't know where bar. Oh man. I rode this once, and I've never felt any shittier after a roller coaster than this one. Other than the Wildcat, which they finally refurbished to make it a hybrid RMC, but oh man, this one fucked me up because I do have motion sickness. And I still like roller coasters. It's just that I have to be on very specific ones. In fact, this ride right here is Sky Rush. It's also at Hershey Park. Right there, that's the Great Bear. And then this is Sky Rush. And I have to choose a middle seat because if I sit on an outside seat, it's your feet dangle. Sky Rush. It'll probably show it. So yeah, as you can see here, the middle seats, your feet are on the ground, and I'm chilling when it's like that. But when your feet are dangling, oh man, I don't know what it has to do. Maybe it has to do with the way like the blood rushes when you go through the shit. I don't know how to explain it. But if you have motion sickness in the way that I do, there's different kinds of motion sickness. Some people do really fine with certain things, and some people do really bad with like other things. I've never been on a boat before, but I know I'd suck at it because I was one time on, I know that this doesn't actually truly simulate the feeling of being on a boat or a ship, but there's this one time I went on a swinging ship. In fact, actually probably was at Hershey Park. Hershey Park was always my go-to place as a kid. So again, I mean, this is something in Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's a very standard thing. It's a ship that goes back and forth. Swinging ship. Let's just do GIF. Let's see what they have here. Ride. Yeah. So it goes back and forth. And oh man, these, even though they're simple. In fact, these rides will happen at traveling carnivals and circuses. But boy, this ride fucks me up. One time I was like, me and a couple friends one time rode the swinging ship, and I was like, listen, I don't know if I'll do well on this. I'm motion sick. And it's just like, but we just rode like the Comet and everything. It's like, yeah, but the Comet isn't. It's the back and forth motions that fuck me up. In fact, I really can't even be on a swing set. I remember one time I got super sick being on a swing set right after lunch at school. Like, there was one day I was just riding a swing set, and it fucked me up. Like, because it was right after lunch. So you went to lunch, then recess, and boy, I got fucked up. I threw up pretty much everything that I ate at lunch that day, all over me. It was the worst. I had to be taken home. So it's weird how motion sickness works. There's just a lot of shit that's fucked up about me physically. Like, you know, I have a lot of food allergies. I'm motion sick. And I almost wish I didn't like roller coasters. Because I really shouldn't be riding them. I am like super motion sick. But as long as I take Dramamine, that's my Lord and Savior though. Dramamine. and non-drowsy. As long as it's non-drowsy Dramamine, I fucking like, dude, I take this like fentanyl right after a roller coaster, because if I don't, well then, you know, even on long car rides, like, you sometimes, you know, if you're as motion sick as I am, if you're in the car for too long, you start to feel motion sick. So, you know, it's just, and even then, sometimes the Dramamine doesn't work. What? Has it been an hour yet? 1:49. Let's see. Take me away. Wait, no, that's not the way to check. You do it here. How long have we been doing? Oh, I think we have reached an hour. Yay. We'll do a little bit. We'll do one round of scribble.io. So I'm going to do this real quick because it doesn't like when I have a VPN changer on. So let's turn that off. Scribble. Wait, what's that bit of my hair? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Let's fix the thumbnail. Coach. Bag. All right. I guess I'll just. I think I want to lobby that just be is yeah. This one's about to end, so let's do this one. Cause I want a fresh go at it. You know what I mean? Professor. Whiteboard. Wait, astronomy? Astronomy? Weatherman. I'll tell you what about that dang weatherman. How come I have that guy's name highlighted? Alright, it's all better now. Budding. These guys, I think, are idiots. I think they're fucking donuts. To be honest, they're gonna get banned for spam. 4 letters. Let me guess. Okay. Why did I get kicked? What the fuck? What did I do? Are under maintenance. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, you know what? I think it's just going to be in this stream. Apparently Scribble.io is going under maintenance right now. Brilliant timing. So I guess thank you all for watching. If you made it this far in the video, hit the like button, subscribe so I can get to 500 subs so I can get memberships and stuff like that qualified. And have a nice night or day. 10, 9, 8, 7.